Hello, Dad Hunts Coins. Hello, Noah's World. How are you? Guys up for a late night stream? I couldn't sleep. So I thought, why not? Why not? So here I is. We'll do a little stream. Do some dollar bills, see what we can find. Look what I found. I found some dollars. I found $500 to search. No, I kind of thought you'd be in bed. I got $500 of teller straps, and they gotta be going back here soon. So I got out of bed and I could work on shipping. I could work on NGC grading sign up. I could work on a lot of things. But I thought, I would rather just stream. That's awesome, Dad Hunts Coins. Very awesome. Free money. Or extra value money, depending on how you look at it. I am feeling a little better than earlier today. Got some rest this afternoon. Gonna start doing my auctions again. We got bills to pay. We have to start selling some stuff. I need somebody, Dad Hunts Coins, like you, that wants to buy a complete set of slab graded ASEs MS69. Because I got 2 sets because they were going so good in my donator streams that I bought 2 sets of them. Well, I had 3 sets of them. And I just don't need 3 sets. I need to sell a set. I am sorting out $1 bills, getting them all going in the same direction so that we can search them, see what fancy serial numbers we can find, what kind of goodness. We'll either give away the best thing we find, or if it's something I've never found before that I want to keep, I'll find something of equal value to give away. So somewhere or another, someone's winning some of my goodies tonight, whether I find them in the strap or I already got them. One thing we got around here is a lot of giveaway prizes. Lots and lots and lots. I keep going to these coin shows and looking at AppMex and looking at all these other books and stuff and looking specifically for things that would be a good thing for me to give away. My accountant tells me I should be looking for things I should sell. I had a point there. The giveaway things are more fun. These dollars are going every single direction. Now I do have the full load of Ambien in me tonight, so if I nod off, just keep the noise down so I can sleep. But if I start talking crazy talk, Dad Hunts Coins, you're the one that has to tap me on the shoulder and say, Paul, I think you want to end the stream. You are all about crazy talk right now. Okay, so Ambien dream pops out here in the middle of the hunt. Hey, you never know. Ambien's been known to cause some really cool dreams, or scary. I am going to do a giveaway, Noah. I plan to do a giveaway on all these streams going forward. That is my plan. Well, it's here. I see Michael Wells. Good to see you. Hard to shove a slab coin into a coin album slot. Very hard, Michael Wells. Very hard. Some people, you can get the books for the slab coins. but I have, like, my Morgan book is all raw stuff. I do have some graded Morgans, but my Morgan book I'm trying to complete is all raw stuff. Now, it won't be as graded as another type of book, but you can buy those books that the graded coins will fit in. I don't have any. A lot of updating to do on your own. Yeah, I have a lot of updating to do too. I gotta go through a lot of my stuff and sell some stuff. I gotta pick up my boat from the shop this week. $6,000 I gotta pay for. We might have to dip into the PasSpareTime funds for that. Probably do. We got a water leak at the top of the hill. We gotta find that and figure out how much that's gonna cost. Well, Martha wasn't a handsome woman, Greg. Hello, Dalvin. Good to see you. I don't know who all's here. I haven't scrolled back to the start. I suppose I should do that. I guess I am back to start. Not very many of us here, but I'm going to start anyway. We'll see who comes in. I want to search some dollar bills. I think most of you all are the regulars, and you know what I'm looking for. I'm going to be looking right here for the date that the bill was printed. I'm going to be looking right here where that B is for an X or a Y, because those are more rare notes. I'm going to be looking for a star there because those are replacement notes that carry nice value, or any fancy combination of serial numbers. Let's see what crazy goodie we can find tonight. Here we go. We've been finding lots of good stuff. These are teller straps from my bank. And the other night the teller straps were slow. But then the next night they were smoking on fire. So if these will be somewhere in between those two, I guess I'll be okay with it. I did really like the coin room. I thought it looked better today during our 2 o'clock stream. Boy, both Hud and I were both struggling today. He was really hurting. Took him home, went and fed him some Mexican food. Some steak and rice. Hey, there's a crumpled up star note. I'll take it. I'll take my crumpled up star note. I'll get more light on that. Come in here. No, come in here. That might do it. F01620609 star note, star note. Now y'all have to help me out. Put the stars up there. Hello, my name is Jeff. Good to see you. Good luck with that, Michael. All right. When we find a star note, which is printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills, I have to go get my random comment picker that I moved way down here and move it way back up here. Not that high. Yeah, right in there, be okay. Yeah. Let's do this. This is the random comment picker that I'm using. It means nothing to you. This is the star note lookup page, which does mean something to you. When we find a star note, we go here, we look it up. It's called mycurrencycollection.com. We key in the denomination, $1, the year and series number. This one's a 2017A. Then we key in the entire serial number. This one starts with an F01620609. Oh my, how many numbers did we put in? I'm supposed to type over that. Push a few more wrong buttons here. Blow something up accidentally. There we go. I've got it in there. Most of the star notes were printed in runs of 3.2 million. So that's what we'll expect to see, but let's check it out. And it is a run size of 3.2 million, but that's okay. That's what we expect. It doesn't lower the value of our star note at all. It just doesn't make it any more valuable. But that's all right. 0 and 9, they may be, I haven't looked at them that close, it's so wrinkled. Yeah, the last 9's definitely high. 0 might be a little high. So this would be a gas pump or an odometer note, with the 9 being higher than the other numbers on the serial number. So to go along with being a star note, that might have a little extra value. However you look at it, that's 1 star note, and I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, Squire Davis, I think it was. I think so. I do, Jeff. That one's not in good shape. It's worth about $1.50. But I do keep them. I do keep them. Unless I get one that's just torn up, unreadable. If it's a star note, I'm keeping it. I think that my personal opinion is, I think it's going to become more and more popular and continue to grow in value. And they're not making any more of those older ones. So I think it's worth it, and I think it's a very small investment on the star notes to keep a few extras that might be worth money. Because the worst I can do, I mean, I've only got $1 in it, so by saving it, the worst I can do is spend it as $1. And as long as I don't wait too many years, it's not going to lose too much value with inflation or currency exchange. So I do keep them. Like my star notes. Took Hudson home earlier tonight. He wanted to spend another night, but Mommy and Daddy wanted him home. Historical birthday note, November 6th of the year 1593 or June 11th of the year 1593. Either way, that note is a historical birthday note. I'm not sure it has any value outside of face value. I'm not familiar with those dates, so I won't be keeping it. Want it to be a little more current. A little more current. I have spreadsheets that we have used for the last 4 years almost of every box we have searched, what we have found, what our ratios are. And I have not done that on $1 bills. I should have, because now I'd have to go back and capture it. And I probably never do that. I know we're finding over 1 star note per strap, but I don't know outside of that what the frequency of a lot of this stuff is. Hated to miss Saturday night. I probably should have popped on about 9:30, but Grammy and I were watching TV, watching Netflix shows. So we did that. I tried to go to bed. My buddy said, "You're not sleeping for at least a while, Paul. Why don't you go do something?" So here I am on the list of all the things I could possibly be working on tonight. This is the one. You know, that's got to be something. It's got to be something. I think I'm just way too far back where you can't see it very good. Two, 332. 2s, 6s, and 3s. That's a binary or a trinary note. That's a trinary note. It's only got 3 numbers making up the serial number. These don't have great value, but they do have a value of $1.50 or higher on eBay. So I'm going to keep that one. That's kind of a cool looking note. I want to find some more 2013 B notes. That's what I want to find. Hello, Call Cowboy. It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Everybody turn into a pumpkin after 11 o'clock. Where is everybody? I guess it's after midnight. Boy, we're on the low side of the view scale here. Low side. Maybe some people start coming in here in a while. I figured being Saturday night that the midnight to 1:30 time frame might just be okay. We'll find out. Hey, you don't know until you try. You don't know until you try. We've got one star note, one trinary note, where you're searching a 100 $1 bills here. Plan to search 500 in total this evening. See what we can come up with. October 24th of the year 2489, a little too far in the future to be worth anything. October 16th of the year 1564, a little too far in the past to be worth anything. We're kind of honing in on it though. We've got it surrounded, we're honing in on it. We may just find something. Well, that 9's high. That 9's high. Over inked 8. Raised 3. There's a little something going for them, but not exactly what I'm looking for. We'll find something here in a minute or two that's something I'm looking for. If not, I'll show you some of the examples that I've been finding the last couple months. We have had a lot of luck searching these dollar bills for fancy serial numbers. Hey, there's a find. There is a find. I see a find. 3-star notes, 1 bookend, 1 5 of a kind. My first repeater. Awesome. You had a good day, Squire Davis. That is great. That is great. This is called a bookend. Starts with 7-7, ends with 7-7. And just because it does that, it's called the bookend, and it is worth a little bit over face value, so we hang on to those. And 7s and 8s are the most sought after numbers, so that's a good one. We'll take that. Oh, another star note. Gonna have to see some more stars here. Gonna have to see some more stars. This is a 2017 K03237732. Let's look this up on the Star Note lookup page. I'll show it to you. $1. This is a 2017 series. And we're going to enter the entire number. It is a K0323. 7732. Oh! Hello! Hello! Most print runs of star notes are 3.2 million. This one, 250,000. Our little heat chart down here that we're used to being stuck over here in the deep permafrost on the left, we have boogied all the way out to the on fire zone, past halfway, and this is a more rare star note because only 250,000 were printed in this run. So I am putting this into a protective sleeve to keep it from getting any more wrinkles. And the same thing Heidi Klum's using, I think. I'm not sure exactly. What a great find. You gotta like that. You gotta like that right there. 250,000 print size. Boy, is that on? Turn back off. There we go. And it's in a protective case. That's a good one. That one's going to beat doubling face value because of that low run size. That's going to be worth a little more. And that is two star notes in the first strap. And you got to like that. You got to like that. Well, let's keep going. What else can we find? What other goodness? Ooh, I hate to ask what happened to that bill. Don't want to know. We have forensic evidence here. We don't want to know. It's why I wear gloves. Why I wear gloves. We'd pop on tonight and see if we could jump over 9,600 subs. We're just a few away. Surely we can do that. Surely we can do that. If you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out tremendously. It doesn't cost you a penny. We do daily live streams. This is our second daily live stream today. The first one was on coins, $50. This one is on dollar bills. Also do a daily short video every day on coin hunting that is coming out. I guess it just came out. Yeah, it just came out. I streamed over the top of it, I think. It has 2 2s. It wanted to be a broken ladder. It just wasn't. Low print run star note. You gotta love that. Hey, how about if I show them so you can see them too? That would make it better. 280-889-88. Well, that's another trinary note. Only 2s, 0. Nope, it's not a trinary note. 2 0s, 8s, and 9s. Not a trinary note. Kind of a cool note, but not a trinary note. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Just a few left here in the first strap. We'll be moving to the second strap. Very few finds. Well, 3 or 4 finds. 2 star notes. I guess it wasn't bad. I guess it wasn't bad at all. Let me show you some of what we have been finding. We've been finding birthday notes. July 17th of the year 2019. Someone got a child or grandchild getting ready to be 5 years old. I've got the birthday note. And these things are going for $10 or $20 or more on eBay. Not at PasSpareTime. One of my subscribers remembers, if I find your date, we'll cut you a deal. July 2nd, 1975, or February 7th of 1975. Either way, it's a birthday note. Collectors are always looking for blocks of 7s or 8. They're the 2 most sought after numbers. This one has 5 7s in a row, and even though it's on a crunchy bill and they're wrinkled up, 5 7s in a row still carries a value above face value. Ah, broken ladder. It's a broken ladder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and it is on a crispy, uncirculated bill. Now, the only way this one could be better is if they were in order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be called a ladder. But as a broken ladder, this is worth nice money. It's worth nice money. We've got a reflection right where I'm trying to read. Thank you, Matt Much. Thank you, 949. I appreciate that. Yeah, Dad, I think I got it adjusted again. I may have to change the angle just a little more. Hello, Southern Metal. Boy, Southern Metal had a sad experience today. Oh, such a sad experience. Southern Metal is a good friend of ours, and he also streams on YouTube, provides content, and he had a great idea for a video, and his camera cut out on him partway through, and he didn't get to capture it all. So that stunk. This is a binary note. Only 2 numbers making up the serial number. 3s and 9s. And on a binary note, these things are going for $20 on eBay. So when you turn a $1 bill into a $20 bill, that's a good find. We also always look at the date that the bill was printed. This one was printed in 1974. Nothing fancy about the serial number, but I read somewhere that dollar bills life expectancy is like 18 months. And if that's the case, this one's a survivor from 1974. And just the fact that it still exists in really good condition, this is worth $5. You gotta like that. Perhaps our best find ever. 1579-9751. This is called a radar note or a palindrome note. Reads the same front to back and back to front. 1579, 1579. That makes it valuable. throw in that it starts with a B, it ends with a B, B1579, B1579, that's a super radar or super palindrome. Now, I came up with that name because I can't find a comparable of this on eBay to figure out what it's worth. I do know it's worth more than face value, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, I'm surprised you're still up. But Southern Metal, I lived vicariously through you anyway, but I was so looking forward to watching that that stream, and I saw it wasn't very long, and I thought, there is no way he's a world record coin dumper that he can do a stream that quickly. Maybe he's breaking this into parts, and I'm watching, and then I saw your note that your camera quit on you, and you weren't able to capture the whole thing, and I felt it probably much like you did. The little sickness in the pit of your stomach, and oh, that's no good. I'm so sorry that happened. So sorry that happened. 80, 70, 70, 80. This is a bookend note. 80s on both ends, 70, 70 in the middle, alternating zeros going through it, and only 3 numbers in the serial number, 8s, 0s, and 7s. That bill's got a lot going for it. Hey, if you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. We're on our path to 10,000 subscribers, and we need your help. Doesn't cost you anything, helps us out, and in return we will keep streaming live daily like we're doing right now, and also a short video on coin hunting daily. This one, any bill that ends with the same 4 numbers or begins with the same 4, I keep because they have value. In the case of this one, 5 8s, not 4 8s, 5 8s. And 7s and 8s are the 2 most sought after numbers by collectibles, so that one's got a nice value. Was a tremendous find. Glad to have it. For sure. This is considered to be a low serial number. Anything that starts with 4 zeros considered to be a low serial number. It would be more valuable if it started with 5 zeros. This is the lowest serial number I've ever found, and low serial numbers do go for a premium. Also, I think this one's called the flipper. You see it's 6086 this way. When you flip it around, it's 9809. And for some reason, being a flipper, that adds a little value to it as well. So we'll take that. We'll take it. Arthur Valdez, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We appreciate you. This one was a really cool find. Remember, we always look at that date it was printed, 1963B. Now, this one has part of a bank stamp on it. It's not in great shape. I noticed it because it's my birth year. Somebody else said, that's a bar note, and they were right. This is called the Barr Note. It was signed by Joseph W. Barr, who was only the Secretary of the Treasury for 28 days. And his signature only got out there on $1 bills, and I believe only 63B $1 bills. So when you find one of these, they're rare, and they do have additional value. This bill's worth $4 or $5. That's not bad. All right, enough of the ones from history. Let's make history. Let's see if we can find something that goes into our stack of best finds. Now, I have to sort these out because they're all going in 10 million different directions again. So let me get them going the same direction, then we'll search them. Earlier I got lucky. I had like 5 straps in a row that were all going in the same direction. I had to like that tremendously. These 4 bills, 4 directions. 2 bills, 2 directions. Not getting a lot of cooperation from the $1 bills. I do plan to search 500 $1 bills tonight. At the end of the stream, which is in about an hour, a little over an hour maybe, I will be doing some giveaways. You have to be here to be eligible. You also have to be over the age of 18 or over the age of 13 with parental permission, and you could win some of Paul's goodies. I think what I'm going to give away is a silver certificate for sure. And I'll show you what a silver certificate is if I ever get these getting all face up, at least all face up. Golly, what a mess. Good news is, so far I managed to do it without actually seeing a good number. Bad news is that could mean there are no good numbers in here. But I'm trying not to look. I want to see them at the same time you see them. That's ideal. If you're here for the first time though, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out tremendously. There it is. We just hit 9,600 subscribers. Thank you all very much. Now let's keep it going. Our goal is to get to 10,000 by Father's Day. And we got a chance. You're saying there's a chance. To quote Jim Carrey, you're saying there's a chance. And then in real life, he married her. Not fair. Not fair. She was pretty. You'd have had to watch the movie Dumb and Dumber and be as old as I am to know that reference. And think it was funny. Our family got whacked with the upper respiratory infection, sinus infection. And boy, when you got it, you feel like you got hit by a bus and you can't sleep. There is nothing good about it. A little sippy sip time. All right. Here we go. See if I missed anything big here. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. We are looking for older dates before 2000. A star, an X, or a Y at the end of the number, or any fancy combination of numbers in the serial number to make up a number, a bill that we think has more than face value. Robert just subscribed. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you very much. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're going to look for some goodies. We're going to find some goodies. Hudson and I were going to do this tonight. He was going to spend the night again. He got sick, and Mommy and Daddy made him go home. So you got solo Pa tonight. Reddy got sick earlier today and had to go home. So we got the bug going around. Don't need that. Next weekend, we're taking Reddy on his birthday trip. So we won't be streaming next weekend. But we want to be healthy for it. We're going to Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City. Going to be humping it around the theme park. That'll be a nice little stress test for Paul. Up and down the hills, up and down the hills. I may have to rent me one of those help I fall and can't get up scooters. I got a bad hip and 2 bad knees. Bad combination for hills and lots of walking. 419-00091. Close. Close to something we're looking for, but not quite. Now, if we pretend like that 4 isn't there, and this serial number only has 19 and then 4 zeros and 91, oh, that'd be a very good one. That would be a radar, palindrome, and a trinary. But I could pretend it's lots of different things all night long, and it's not, so we'll send it back to the bank. We will send it back to the bank. How about if we found our first web note tonight? That would be cool. Hello, TB. Yeah, TB, I laid down. I tried to go to bed. I thought about doing this about 9:30. And I thought, nope, I'm tired. I don't feel good. I am going to try to get a good night's sleep. So I went and laid down. At 11:40, I got back up and said, that's not going to work. Let's go stream. Actually, I had like 5 things on the list I could have done, and I decided to do this one because it was the one I would enjoy the most. A little ick on that bill. Pretend like we didn't see that. There's a birthday note that's not very far away. How about December 21st in the year 2029? December 21st, the year 2029. That's a birthday note worth keeping because it's only 5 years in the future. And maybe Hudson or Rhett sell that to somebody. Mark it on your calendar, 12/21/2029. If you become a mom, dad, or grandparent on that date, I've got your birth date note. It's not a great find right now, but in a few years it'll be a really good find. Boy, so close. 99909. If that was 9999949 to end the bill, that would have been a really good find. Dad, I got to do that. I have always gone through and subbed everyone that subbed to me, but I am behind and it's going to take a while. That was one of the things on my list tonight. One of my things on my list. Noah, you'll be 22 years old then. Let's find something awesome. I'd take something a little good. Oh, like that. The elusive upside down star note. Not worth any more as an upside down star note than it would have been as a regular star note. But it is a star note. And star notes are printed to make up for misprinted bills and damaged bills. And star notes have become very collectible. They're going for double face value on eBay right now. When we find a star note, we go over to the website called mycurrencycollection.com. There it is. The last one that we looked up had only a run size of 250,000. Very, very unusual to have a run size of only 250,000. Usually these have a run size of 3.2 million. So we'll look this one up, but anytime you find one with a run size below 3.2 million, it's worth a little more. All right. We got the 2021 entered in. It starts with the B, 048 13 716. All right, let's see. What's our run size going to be? There's our 3.2 million. That's what I've come to expect. Those are over here in the permafrost on the heat chart. Like our other one was way out here in the orange turning red part. I like that better. But that doesn't hurt the value of this star note at all. It just doesn't make it any more valuable. So we shall keep it. That is our third one out of only our second strap. So that's good. Thank you for the star, TB. Y'all are a little slow on putting the stars on the board tonight. I don't know. I get motivated when I see stars. It keeps me awake. So I've got 2 Ambien in my system already, and some Doxypen, and some Altaril. I got all my sleep meds on board. I don't think I'll fall asleep in the middle of the stream. You all might. I put people to sleep before. I've never personally fallen asleep in the middle of one of my streams. But you never know. It's always possible. Some more upside downs, but not an upside down star note this time. That one did have something I will point out. That 8 on the note is over inked, and that is considered a printing error. And it does carry just a tiny bit of value above face value. I've got envelopes full now, so I'm not keeping any more. But if you find one that's an extreme example, you might want to hang on to it. I figured having 100 in an envelope was enough. But some of these bills have seen better days. Condition and rarity make up the price of coins and currency when you're searching. February 6th of the year 3035 or June 2nd of the year 3035. I'm not going to make it that long, so I won't keep it. We've been searching coins on YouTube for about 4 years now, and we've recently started doing dollar bills and looking for fancy serial numbers. We'd ask anyone here for the first couple of times to please consider subscribing. We put out content daily. We put out daily short videos on coin hunting, and daily live streams on coin hunting or dollar bill searches like we're doing right now. Some of what we're looking for is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and basically we're looking for anything where the dollar becomes more valuable than face value based on the year it was printed, or a star, a K, an X, or a Y at the end of the note, or a fancy combination of serial numbers. We have found several. We found 4 or 5 examples tonight already, and this is only our second strap of 100. We're going to do a 500 tonight. December 1st of the year 1037, or January 12th of the year 1037. Not a date I'm familiar with. Thank you for those stars. I appreciate it. Michael, I got one the other night that checked one more box that I really like. I'll show you here in a while. Jay Squadfly, good to see you. I've got your prize you won. I had lost track of your email ad that you sent me. I found it. So I've got your address back on file, and I will get that shipped out on Tuesday. It did not go this week because I couldn't lay hands on your address, but that was all my mistake. Another very close one, 3 9s and an 8 9. 10 more bills would have been 5 9s in a row. I found 5 of a number in a row, never 6. I'd love to have 6 of the same number consecutive in a bill. Maybe eventually it will happen. Some more upside down ones. Hello there, doesn't matter. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Spending some late Saturday night time with us. Searching some dollar bills for fancy serial numbers, star notes, older dates, whatever we can find that brings in more value than face value. That's what we're game for. We have found a few tonight. I will show some examples of what we have found at the end of this strap. I started doing this in the last 3 months, and usually I just search boxes of coins all week long, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and love it. But I told my banker I needed $1,001 bills to search. He's like, what? So I explained it to him, and I said, I'm going to try it. I really expect that it will bore me stiff and it'll be the only time I do it. Well, I found 25 star notes in that first batch that I searched, and I fell in love. I fell in love with this aspect of the hobby. It's a little slower paced. There's a ton to look for. Last I calculated, there are about 20 to 30 things to look for in a dollar bill. December 12th of the year 2624, a little too far in the future. Getting close to the end of this strap. Get a late surprise here maybe. Nope, no late surprise. That's $200 down. We're going to do $300 more. First, I'm going to take a little sippy sip of my water. Let's see, which ones did I show? I showed those. Here are some of the best finds we have had since we started doing this. Sorting wheat cents. I love hunting wheat cents for sure. Last spot, Paul. The bill will, like, here's one that ends in a letter. Instead of a K, it will end with a Y or an X. And if they end with a Y or an X, they are more rare and they carry value. We're always looking for star notes. Star notes are notes that end in a star. They're printed as replacement notes to fill in for damaged and misprinted bills. And for some reason, I don't have to understand it. I just got to know. On eBay, star notes, $1 bills that are crispy, uncirculated like this one, even at a high run size, these are going for $2 a piece. And if you get a lower run size, there's no telling what they could be going for. I love this one. See what it is? 7734, 4377. Well, this is a radar note or a palindrome note. It reads the same front to back and back to front. 7734, 7734. And those are rare and are going for a nice value on eBay. 3042, 3042, surprising. I mean, doesn't look like much. Well, it looks cool. But you wouldn't think it's as rare as it is. And these are rare. And these are going for a very nice value on eBay right now. It's called a repeater. Really basic name. Starting to crave a strap of dollar bills. There you go. We'll get mom or dad to get you 25. Yeah, teacher, I couldn't sleep, so I hopped up. Paul Bunyan just found one. Congrats, Paul Bunyan. That's awesome. Storming really bad here in Nevada, Missouri. Robert, you're not far from me. I'm in Bella Vista, Arkansas. You are the halfway point for me going to Kansas City. And I saw that Kansas City all the way up to Kirksville and into Iowa was getting pounded. We're supposed to get pounded with rain. We're supposed to get 2 to 6 inches of rain tonight, finally filling my lake up so I can get my boat back on the water. And we got flash flood warnings. But since the lake is drawn down 4 foot low, I think we're okay here. This is a 1963 B note. This is the second one of these I found. Despite being my birth year, this is also, more importantly, a Joseph Barr note, or just a Barr note. Joseph Barr was Secretary of the Treasury for only 28 days. His signature only made it onto dollar bills, and I think only the 63B series. So if you find a Joseph W. Barr note, extra value. And even in pretty substandard shape, $4 or $5. This is a broken ladder note. These are cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I should have said 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 8 numbers that are in consecutive order, but not consecutive on the bill. If they were consecutive on the bill, it would be called a ladder note. Being not in consecutive order, this is considered a broken ladder note. But those things are still going for around $10 on eBay. This is the first one of these I ever found. It's called a binary note. I call it my Hawaii 5-0 note. It only has 2 numbers that make up the serial number. The only thing better would be only 1 number making up the serial number. Or maybe 7 5s. That'd be good too. 50, 50, 50, 0, 0. 5s and zeros, and if you'll notice that last 0, how it's raised out of alignment with the other numbers on the serial number, we call that a gas pump or a radar note. That adds a little value. But binary notes like this are going for $20 all day long on eBay. And in my book, when you can turn a $1 bill into a $20 bill, you really got something. Hey, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe. Helps me out tremendously. Doesn't cost you a thing. We put out daily content, daily live videos like I'm doing right now on either coins or currency, and a daily short video on coin hunting. We do that every day of the week, and we would appreciate you also considering to turn on the bell notification so you know when we put out content. This is another birth date note. May 20th of 1957. Anybody out there born May 20th of 1957? Well, I got your birth date note. This one is also collectible for a less fun reason. Born in 1957, deceased in the year 2005. But it is collectible for that reason as well. This bill is another one of those older notes. This is a 1969B. And this bill, just being a 1969B, not a fancy serial number, is worth about $5. Now let me show you a resource. We're always looking for resources, aren't we? Things to help us with this. And on coins, there's all kinds of resources online. Well, on currency, not as much. So when you get into the older bills, I found this book. I bought it with my own money. I bought it off Amazon. I don't make any money at all to talk about this book. It is the 6th edition standard guide to small size U.S. paper money 1928 to date. It's written by somebody named Oakes and Schwartz. And you can look up bills like that 1969 in here and get an idea of what they're worth. And I think it is the best resource to use for something like that. Best one I found anyway. This bill has so much going for it. We got 5 fives right in the middle. Any bill with 5 in a row of the same number has worth a premium. It only has 5s, 3s, and 9s in the serial number. That makes it a trinary note. And if you'll look closely at that last 3, that last 3 is raised way out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. And that's called a radar or a gas pump note as well, increasing its value. And that first 5 is a little bit over inked, which would be a printing error. That doesn't bring much value to it, but it adds a little bit to the cool factor. Hello, Sherry. John Jacobs. I think I caught everybody. This is another older bill, 1977, in really good shape. Looked it up in my book. Thing's worth $5, just being 1977. And then back to a star note. We're always looking for those star notes printed as replacement notes for damaged and misprinted bills. And these things are going for double face value on eBay. I'm going to show you one more. This one really doesn't have any value, but it tugged at my heartstrings, and I decided to keep it. It's a $1 bill that says Aaron, August 22nd of 1995, so a while ago. Happy first birthday. Love, Great Papa Puckett. So this is a bill printed in 1988A. I checked it, it's not a web note. That some great-grandpa or grandpa gave to grandson Aaron, or granddaughter Aaron, I suppose, back in 95 for their first birthday, and it got spent. And I just didn't have the heart to send it back to the bank. I thought it needed saved, so I held on to it. I'm going to hang it on the wall. That one's for me, Aaron and Great Papa Puckett. All right, we got 300 $1 bills still to search. So let's get back to the search. I am first, once again, going to have to get them all organized and going in the same direction. A few go in the same direction. That helps. It's amazing how many different directions 100 $1 bills can get going in. And I swear it's more than 100. It's like sometimes every other bill is going in a different direction, like someone did it on purpose. Like that. Like that. Do appreciate you being here with us on a Saturday night, not a Friday night, a Saturday night. We already streamed once today. We streamed for several hours earlier today, searching boxes of $50. We did not find silver. That's the bad news. The good news, we found just about everything else. We found 2 pretty proof coins. We found 4 1974 D double die obverses, DDOs. And each of those are worth $15 or more. So that was good. We found one coin that was printed on the wrong, or minted on the wrong planchet. It was light a gram, probably printed on a Susan B. Anthony planchet, making it a gram light. It made a funny noise when we, I was searching it, I guess. We also found a magic coin. Magic coin is a coin that's been hollowed out and has 2 different reverses then, where you can switch them back and forth. When you find those, they go clunk when you're searching through. So you got to use your ears, your eyes, both when you're searching. So we had all kinds of miscellaneous finds, but we could not pull off any silver. All right, third strap is in order. Are you ready? Hello, Call Cowboy. Your Y note is a 1988 broken ladder. Awesome, Paul. That's got some stuff going for it then. It's old. Is it 80? It's an 88, not an 88A. Because if it was an 88A, you could also check it for a web note. That'd be cool. Great note though, Paul. That is a great note. All right. We're looking for an older date, older than 2000, a star, an extra Y where that B is, and or a fancy combination of serial numbers up here. That is what I'm looking for. This is the third strap of 100 I will have searched tonight. We're doing 5 straps. If you're here for the first time, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out tremendously. It does not cost you a thing. It's free early on Sunday mornings. It's also free the rest of the time too, but while you're here, why not? 4 2s in a row. Some people would keep that as a quad. I've kept a bunch of them, and I still do keep quads if they start the number of the note or they end the number of the note. Otherwise, on the quads, I was getting too many, so I'm returning those to the bank now. That's a find. Starts with a 71 and it ends with a 71. We call that a bookend note, and it does have a value above face value, so we will hang on to that. We'll take it. You never know when you're going to flip that next bill over and you're going to find something you have never found before. And that's what us hunters do when you're hunting coins and currency. You're looking for the improbable. Like right there, a star note. I'm happy with a star note. Paul, how you check out if it's a web note? If it's an 88A series, a 93 or a 95. And I don't have one of those here, but I could show you on the 2017. You turn it over, facing you, and you look at the ONE, and under the E on the back, top left, it'll have an upside down printing plate number. That printing plate is 22. If that printing plate number is there, it is not a web note. If that printing plate number is not there, it is a web note. So let's look up our star note though. When we find a star note, we look them up to see what the print run size is. They're usually printed in runs of 3.2 million. If you find a run size below 3.2 million, it can impact the value in a positive way. B075 69440 star, and that is a run size of 3.2 million, which is, you always got to expect that because that's what most of them were printed in, is 3.2 million, and it's a less rare star note. Now, don't get that confused with having no value, because right now star notes in good shape are still selling for double face value on eBay. That just didn't add any value to it. So I think that's our 4th find in our 3rd strap. And that's nice. That one's all folded up. It looks comfortable. We'll leave it like that. 2 8s. I was trying to make that into a broken ladder. I guess my sorting didn't go as well as it could have. Evidently, I put some in here backwards. At least all of those are going the same direction until right there. Until right there. There'll be something lucky in here. 88.44, good start, lousy finish. What I'm looking for, I'm looking at this date right here, and I'm looking to see if it's before 2000. Specifically 95, 93, or 88A. Love 5514 just subscribed. Thank you for that, love, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I'm looking for where that G is. I'm looking to see if it's a star, an X, or a Y. I'm looking at the number to see if it makes up a fancy combination of numbers. This one does have an error on it. It does have a printing error. It's just not very valuable. That last 5 is raised out of alignment higher than the rest of the numbers on the serial number. And that 8 has a little too much ink on it. It's a printing error. But it's not enough value for me to keep and mess with. But they are worth more than face value. Some people keep them. You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Just because I keep something you don't, or you keep something I don't, doesn't matter. Whatever you like. I've got an envelope that I've written on the outside, cool bills. And there are numbers that aren't worth any more than face value that I just thought were neat. See what else we can find here. We on average are finding over 1 star note per strap, but I do know that a lot of people are starting to do this, and those star notes are going to get harder and harder to find. So now's the time to search them. I give everyone 2 pieces of advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but 2 pieces of free advice. Boy, that's almost a broken ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no 7, 8, 9. Pay in cash as often as possible. The first thing it will do for you is that prices are way up, way up. When you stop at a gas station and you go in and get a candy bar and a bottle of water, and you throw your credit card over there and put it with your gas, and you don't look and see how much you just spent. You pay in cash and they say $4.82 for your candy bar and your bottle of water, which is what mine was the other day. And then you start making a decision, man, do I really want to spend $4.82 on a candy bar and a bottle of water? It's not even a big candy bar. The second thing it does is it gives you change to search. And I was recently given back a star note in change from Sonic, and I also got a Buffalo nickel back in change from Sonic. So you never know what you might get back in change. You might get something that's worth what you just bought. It will just cover the expense of what you just bought. But only if you pay in cash, and then also only if you remember to check your change. Hey, if you've got a bill you got a question on, send me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. We've only been doing this 3 months, but we've learned quite a bit. There are quite a few knowledgeable people in the stream. Be glad to help you as well. Send us a note. Now, I don't think one is going to get rich doing this. I guess if you got really, really lucky and found the crazy examples, you could. You hit a couple of the duplicate serial numbers. I saw a couple articles this weekend, gang, talking about the duplicate serial numbers on the 2013 B notes, where the mint in Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. messed up, and both printed the same serial numbers on some star notes. And if you find both of those, you're got an auction, and you're getting, that article said the last pair that sold for $6,000. So there are some valuable finds that you can come up with. If you find a solid serial number, or if you find the numbers all in order, I mean, you're not going to get rich, but you're going to get some good spending money if you decide to sell it instead of collect it. Boy, that one looks 200 years old, and it was a 2003, I think. Well, this is another bookend note. Starts with the 63, ends with the 63. It does have value over face. The problem with this bill is it is in lousy condition. So I'm going to send that back for somebody else to find as a bookend note. Look how over inked that 4 is. Printing error. Again, those do carry value. I've kept a bunch of them. Once I have one of each of the numbers, I'll pack them up in an envelope and I'll sell them at our auctions that we do Saturday afternoons after our $half hunt. And we'll start the bidding at pretty much face value plus $1 to ship it to somebody. And the bidding will end where the bidding ends, but usually you can get a good buy on PasSpareTime auctions. Usually. Occasionally something gets bid up pretty high. Again, I'm looking here for a year before 2000, here for an X, Y, or star, or here for a fancy combination of numbers. Now, I'm also looking at this green seal to make sure it's there in the right place. I'm looking at the other serial number over here to make sure it matches the first one. There are a lot of things to look for when one is doing this. And occasionally I miss one. I missed one last night, a broken ladder. And so I gave it away to the person that saw it. Figured if I missed it, I didn't need it that bad. And it was a good find. Down towards the end of the strap here. A little bit of a raised 3. All right, 300 down, 200 to go. 300 down, 200 to go. A little sippy sip of water. Another $101 bills. These are teller straps. One of my banks orders these from the Federal Reserve for me. They come in from the Federal Reserve. Sometimes those are all in the same order. These are from another bank, and they're selling me their teller straps. Teller straps are the straps that the tellers, when their drawer gets too full, they will strap up $101 bills and then put them in the vault. And I'm buying 2,000 of those a week, and 1,000 or 2,000 of the Federal Reserve straps. And I haven't really noticed, and I haven't tracked it, but I haven't noticed that one way or the other is much better or much worse. We have fines in both segments. A bunch go in the same direction here. Now the rest of them. All right. All right. Hello, Ultra Meticulous. I had a scattered letter. 1 through 8. I think it, I'll go back and look after the stream, Ultra Meticulous. I may have about 20 back, letters F and D. If I can figure out which one of these I put it in. I gotta look real quick here. F and D. If I can't find it real quick, well, there's an F and D. It's not a broken ladder. There's an F and D. It's not a broken ladder. I may not have gone back far enough. We'll grab another strap here. And I look real quick. I've been known to miss them occasionally. It does happen. The last one I missed was a broken ladder. There's an F&D. That might be the one you're talking about right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure enough, it is. I did miss a broken ladder. I did miss a broken ladder. All right, who told me that? Who told me that? Ultra meticulous. Not yet, Ogre, I haven't. Ultra meticulous? I missed it. That broken ladder is yours. That broken ladder is yours. It's not in tremendous shape, but broken ladders are going for a nice premium on eBay right now. So ultra meticulous, what you need to do is send me an email. Send me an email. One of my moderators will put up the exclamation email and tell me that you won a broken ladder from me because you found it and I didn't. Give me your shipping address, confirm you're 18 or over or 13 years or older with parental permission, and I'll ship it to you. Ultra meticulous, that is now your FD broken ladder. How about that, ultra meticulous? I know I don't have to. I'm out $1. It'll cost me $1 to ship it. It costs me $1 to buy it from the bank. It's worth more than that, but that's okay. That's okay. It's yours. It's yours. You were meticulous. You were ultra meticulous, I would say. The last two I've missed have been broken ladders. Gotta stop that. Stop searching after taking sleep medicine. Be a good idea as well. That's why y'all gotta see this way. I've got tons of eyes on this. I might miss something really, really valuable, and you guys are like, "Whoa!" Like happened to me when I found that super repeater. I missed it. Somebody in chat saw it. Repeaters and broken ladders for me are the ones I have to think about the most. But I get to multitasking, talking, thinking. Aha! Let's see those stars fly. Let's see those stars fly. You're welcome, Ultra Meticulous. This is a star note. Star notes are printed to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. And that one is crispy as the day it was born. It is in beautiful condition. It's in such good condition, I'm going to put it in a protector. But first, let's look it up. We're going to go to the Star Note lookup page. And if you're going to do this hobby, you got to know this. This website is called mycurrencycollection.com. And you can go over here, you key in the $1 denomination, you key in the year it was printed. In this case, it was a 2021. And then you key in the entire serial number. This one is a B04 81 21 69. Now, most star notes are printed in a run of 3.2 million. That's what we expect to see. But in a rare case, like earlier tonight, we had one that was only a print run of 250,000. So let's find out. 3.2 million, so as expected, a less rare star note, but that does not mean it's an invaluable star note or a no value star note. It's still crispy uncirculated star note. I'm still going to put it in a protective case because it's in such good shape. and it is going for $2 or more on eBay right now, because star notes have become wildly collectible. Now, in all honesty, I have not sold any on eBay, but I'm looking up and seeing what people are selling them for on eBay. Not what they're asking, but what they've actually sold for, and that's what they're going for. So I think that's our 5th star note already. So that's a good thing. Thank you for all those stars. That makes me happy. There you go, Ogre. I'm glad somebody was paying attention. A broken ladder. Where's that one? Where's that one? There it is. Okay. If this bill started with the number 1 and went through the number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that would be considered a ladder note. And because all the numbers are in order, like it's steps to each number. And that has a value higher than this one. However, if those 8 numbers are still there, but they're not in numerical order on the bill, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, then the industry's taken to call these a broken ladder. And because there's 8 different numbers with no repeats in it, these have a nice value on eBay right now. So that is a broken ladder. I've yet to find a ladder. I found 6 or 7 broken ladders now, I think. Well, or you have. Look what we got here. Our first older bill, a 1988A. And again, I read an article that said the average lifespan of $1 is 18 months. So that one outlived its brothers and sisters. 88A was the first year that the Fed started trying a print test where they printed dollar bills on rolls of paper instead of sheets of paper. And if you find one of those, it has money. It's called a web note. So what we do is we turn it over, and if it doesn't have a plate number right there for what the plate was for the reverse of the bill, instead there'll be a number over in here, it's a web note. That one does have the plate number, so that one has no value other than being a 1988, and I'll have to actually look up a 1988A and see if it has any value worth keeping. I'll look that up in my book here in a bit. Oh, that's a great note, Jeremy. That is a great one. That would be considered a few things, Jeremy. That would be considered, first off, 6 zeros in a row is awesome. It would be considered a binary note, only having 0s and 8s in the serial number. It also would be considered a radar or palindrome note, reads the same front to back, back to right, 8,000 and 8,000. So that bill, you start at $20 and go up on that one, Jeremy. That one, the value on that one is north of $20. So those are the kind we're looking for, and they do exist. They do exist. You have to be diligent. You got to work the eyes pretty hard, where the ears aren't going to help you. The dollars don't make any different noise to let you know there's silver, or a magic coin, or a light planchet. You got to use the eyes. I have found if I tried to do $2,001 bills at one time, it's too many. I get bug-eyed, I can't see, I'm walking into walls. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Hey, if you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. We've been doing coins on YouTube for about 4 years. We've recently, the last 3 months, started also doing currency, looking for fancy serial numbers and star notes on dollar bills. We do a daily live video like we're doing right now on dollar bill hunting or on coin hunting. We also do a daily short video that comes out every evening between 10 and midnight on coin hunting, showing off some of our best finds of the week. think the ones coming up are nickels, half dollars, and pennies, or cents for the truest. And had a 100-year-old penny. I think tonight's is a 100-year-old penny. Find a 100-year-old penny, that's a pretty good find. I don't want to know what happened to that bill. This is why I wear gloves to search. Highly recommend gloves to search. You don't have to, I just recommend it. These dollars could talk, what stories they would have. Alright, I'm ready for another find. Boy, that one went through the washing machine, went through some chlorine. Very hard to read. If I've missed any questions, I apologize. Yeah, radar and palindrome are the same thing, just different names for it. Radar is kind of a, I guess, an industry word for those bills. Palindrome is more of a generic, reads the same back to front and front to back definition. We're in our fourth strap of $100 bills. We're going to search one more strap of 100 tonight. 3622555. Now I will keep this one. That is a quad that ends the serial number. The bill's not in great shape, but when the quad, 4 numbers in a row, ends or starts the serial number, I hang on to them, because they do have a little additional value. So I will hang on to that one. Got me gun shy that I'm going to miss another broken ladder. If you just popped in and said, what's this crazy guy doing? What this crazy guy is doing is, I'm looking at $501 bills tonight. I'm looking at the date it was printed, looking specifically for anything older than 2000, specifically 1995, 1993, 1988A, to check for a special printing process on the bills. Anything older than 88 is going to have value. I'm looking up here where that E is, looking for a star that would indicate this was printed as a replacement note, or an X or a Y, because those are more rare, or any fancy combination of serial numbers, of numbers that creates a fancy serial number. This hobby is really on fire right now. eBay is the place that you can price check it. That's where most are being bought and sold. Kind of crazy, but that's the best resource out there right now. Boy, you talk about a high zero. You talk about a high zero. Look how high that last zero is out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. And I've only been keeping the most extreme examples of these because I've got a bunch, and that's the most extreme example right there. That zero is way out of alignment, and I will keep that because that has some value above face value. We call that an odometer note or a gas pump note. If you've got a, you've ever filled up at a gas station that's not digital and you see the numbers rolling, they don't all the way get there, or on an odometer with the old odometers, you'll know why we call those that. And they're kind of cool. That is a printing error. but he didn't get it lined up. And that one they missed. That's one of the worst ones I've seen right there. I've seen pictures where the last two numbers are missing. Love to find one of those. Would have some value. Big time value. Whoa! I don't even know if I can spin that one. It's still got the serial number, but barely. Whew! Tough shape there. That one was in tough shape. Just a few left in this strap, and then we'll be moving to our last strap of the night, our last 100. If you are here for the first time, you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Helps me out tremendously. Doesn't cost you a thing. Future birthday note, May 14th of the year 2519. Too far in the future for me to keep. All right. All right. Yeah. I found a 5 that was that high the other day too. So I found 2 that are about that high. Most extreme examples I have seen of being raised out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. We do put out content daily. Short videos on coin hunting. I'm going through these to make sure they're all faced in the same direction. They rarely are. That was a lot faced in the same direction, because it'll make our search a lot more watchable. If I get an accidental peek at something, I'll show it to you as well, because I want to find it the same time you do. I want our finds to be as authentic as possible. I don't want to see something I know is going to be in here and come up to it and then have to act surprised that I found it. That's not how we roll here. If I see one while I'm sorting, you get to see it too. Hey, one more time before we go through this. Wow, what is that? Oh, that was my sorting. Here are some of our best finds over the last couple months. We've only been doing dollar bills for the last. Amaranta Rendon, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We've only been doing this for the last 3 months, and these are some of our better finds. This is a 1963, my birth year, so it's old. Yeah, I'm old too. And it's worth money because of that, but more so than that, this was signed by Joseph Barr. This is called a Barr note. Joseph Barr was Secretary of the Treasury for only 28 days, and his signature only got on to $1 bills, and not many of those. So when you find a Joseph Barr note, you've got something that has some additional value. This bill has a couple things going for it. It starts with 4 zeros. Any quad number that starts or ends a serial number, I hang on to. This is also considered a low serial number, 4 zeros with a 6086. The lower the serial number, the more value. And also, you can read it upside down, 98090000. It's called a flipper. I don't know how much value that adds, but people are wanting to collect those. I found this one. This one was in a strap of uncirculated dollar bills. It's got 5 8s in a row to end the serial number. So any block of 4 at the end is good. 5 to end is great. And 7s and 8s are the most sought after numbers by collectors. So that one's a really good find. I love this bill, 80 70 70 80. This is good for a few reasons. Starts with 80, ends with 80. That's called a bookend bill. It's got the 70 70 in the middle. It has alternating zeros throughout the number, and it only has 8s, 0s, and 7s in the serial number. All of those things add a little more value to this cool bill. Probably the best find we have had since we've been doing this. 1579, 9751 on a crispy uncirculated bill. This is one I missed. This is one that I missed. And people in the chat said, hey, go back, go back. And they were right. This is a radar note, 1579, and from the back, 1579. We call them radar notes or palindrome notes. And just that makes it worth money. But the fact that this note starts with a B and ends with a B, this is a B1579, B1579, super radar, super palindrome note. I can't find a comparable on eBay to give you an idea what the value is of this one. I can only say it's a nice one. This note, that's why we always look at the date, 1974. We don't find very many 1970s. I think I've only found 2 70s, and that's a 74. Nothing fancy about the serial number, but just the fact it's still in circulation, it's in good shape, it's from 1974, that bill's worth $5 or more. I've only found 2 of these ever. This was the second one I found. It's called a binary note. Only 2 numbers that make up the serial number, 333-93993, only 3s and 9s. And binary notes right now on eBay, $20 bill. That $1 bill becomes a $20 bill. And that's nice. What if you have a $5 bill, not all 5 of them has the same number, but the last one is definite? I don't understand your question, Benny. Not all 5 of them have the same number, but the last one is definite. I need more detail, Benny. Like if you could type in what the serial number is on it, I could give you an opinion. Not to be used to bribe politicians? That's funny. This is a broken ladder, one that I didn't miss, and it's crispy uncirculated. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Had those been in numerical order, 2 through 9, it would be called a ladder. It would be more valuable. But as is, it's a broken ladder with 8 different numerals on there, and they carry a nice value on eBay. A block of 5 7s in a row carries a nice value. 7s and 8s are the most collectible. Birth date notes, crazy phenomena. People are wanting dollar bills that the serial number makes up their birth date. July 2nd of 1975 or February 7th of 1975. If you're born in July 2nd of 1975 or February 7th of 1975, I've got your birth date note. These things are going for $10, $20, even more, depending on condition, on eBay. People are buying up their birth date notes. Another birth date note, July 17th of the year 2019. Doubt very seriously if I've got a 4-year-old on here watching tonight. But if you've got a child or a grandchild, it's going to be 5, July 17th. I've got the birth date note. So those are cool things to be looking out for. Let us begin our last $100 search here and see what goodies we can find. And if you're here for the first time, please do consider subscribing. You can find us daily with content on YouTube, live streams, and daily short videos on coin hunting. We've been coin hunting for almost 4 years on YouTube. We've just added the currency searches in the last 3 months. And I'm doing a lot of currency searching because I have fallen in love with it. And it's a lot easier to take dollar bills back to the bank than half dollars. A lot easier. But I have a good relationship with my bank. They will place an order for me every week for dollar bills to search. I search boxes of pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes, half dollars, several boxes of half dollars a week. You have a legitimate chance. If you go get a box of pennies from your bank, we average 10 wheat cents per penny box. Wheat cents are worth at least a nickel. Recently I found a 1909 VDB penny that's worth $20, and it wasn't in good shape. We occasionally find Indian head cents in our penny boxes. We find foreign cents from all over the world. Box of nickels, legitimate chance to find a buffalo nickel. We average 1/2 of a buffalo nickel per box search, meaning every 2 boxes we find a buffalo nickel. Finding a full date buffalo nickel in a box of nickels shocks me every single time I do it. Boy, that looks kind of fancy, but it's not anything. You can find silver war nickels that were minted in 1945, 44, 43, and half of 42 that have 35% silver content, and they're worth about $1.30 a piece. Hey, you turn a nickel into $1.30, that's a pretty good return on your money where I'm from. We average half of those a box as well. You can search a box of dimes, and any dime minted before 1964 or earlier has a 90% silver content, and those are worth over $2 just in melt value right now, let alone if you get lucky and find the right date of a mercury dime, which was minted before the Roosevelt dimes, and find the right numismatic value, you could make hundreds of dollars. Search quarters. I have terrible luck with quarters. Quarters hate me. Don't know why. We average over 1 silver dime a box, but quarters, I have found 3 silver quarters ever. Now, silver quarters carrying a value of about $5 melt value right now, because it's 90% silver, but I can't find it. And there's a lot of other cool things to look for in a quarter box. You can look for W mint marks that are going for, some cases, more than a silver quarter's going for. Lots of air coins with the newer quarters they put out, with die chips. 488-448-60. Boy, the 60 wrecked that party, didn't it? It wrecked that party. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello from Arizona. All right. Hello, the Docster. What we're looking for is some of the things are scrolling at the bottom. What I'm looking for, I look at the date right here. I'm looking specifically for any date before the year 2000. If I find the 1995, 93, or 1988A, then I know I have one that may have been printed using the web printing process, where they print it on rolls of paper instead of sheets of paper, and I can check to see if that is one of those. And if it is, the web notes carry a nice value. Any bill minted in the 70s or earlier has a nice value if it's in decent shape. I'm looking where that D is right there to look for what we call a star note, like this one right here, where there's a star up there. If it's a star, it's a special print run to make up for damaged bills and misprinted bills, and these things are going for double face value right now. If they got a lower print run than 3.2 million, even more than that. If they've got a fancy serial number to go with the star, even more than that. If you've got a filled in star instead of an open star like that, they're going for nice money. And then any birth date notes, ladder, 8 numbers in a row, any block of 4 numbers to start or end the serial number, a block of 5 numbers in a row, 6 numbers in a row, 7 numbers in a row, a low serial number that starts out with a bunch of zeros. Anything that carries a value above face value is what I'm looking for. I've only been doing this for 3 months. I've learned a lot in the last 3 months. I still got more to learn. We're looking for 1963 notes with Joseph Barr's signature on it. Those are Barr notes. He was only in office a short period of time, and bills with his signature are highly collectible. I'm also looking at the serial number on the other side of the bill to make sure it matches the first serial number. If they don't, it's worth something. If this green seal is way out of alignment and wacky place, you've got an error that's worth some money. If you have an X or a Y to end the serial number, those are more rare. So there's a bunch of stuff to look for. We got about 25 notes, I would say, left here to search tonight. Maybe we can come up with at least one more find. How about another star note? That'd be nice. If the number would repeat, 7876, 7876, it's called a repeater. That's worth money. If you can get 4 pairs, like 88, 77, 66, 55. That would be 4 pairs. That's worth some money. How many dollars have passed through my hands before I knew all of this information? I used to be a cashier at a gas station back in the 80s. I probably had the opportunity to have a pretty good retirement by now if I'd have kept all the right stuff. Alright, we're getting down here towards the end. Hello, Paz. Paz, you won a giveaway a week or so ago, and I haven't got an email from you to claim your win yet. Your prize is sitting on the island of unclaimed gauze, unclaimed prizes. It's sad over there. It's lonely. If you're interested in it, you need to send me an email, claim your prize, and give me that overseas shipping address, and I'll ship it to you. Try to only ship twice annually on my international stuff, because it's expensive and it's a pain, but I do it. Joe from Melbourne, Australia, good to see you. We're about done, Noah. I got maybe 15 bills left. Maybe we can pop one more good one would be nice. You never know. Had the last one be the best find in the strap. And I've had it be the worst one in the strap. You never know. Couple left. Took a bite out of the edge of that one. Good thing it's not fancy. That one either. Alright, that's 500 bills searched. 500 bills searched. I was going to show one. Where is, that I didn't call out a minute ago maybe. Hold on a second. I want to show the find from the other night. That was late in the hunt and was an amazing find. It's not in that stack, so it must be in this stack. There it is. The other night with about 3 left, I think, we found this one. Okay, so first off, it's a star note, so it's printed as a replacement note, so it's got the double face value thing going for it. But on top of that, 0176, 0176. That is a repeater star note, and that is a great find. Found a fancy serial number that is also a star note. So that is the kind of stuff we are looking for. Alright, well, it's time to do a giveaway. Where's my giveaway? Where's my giveaway? Where is my giveaway? I don't know. Must be over here still. Where are those? I guess those are still strapped up. So I'll pick out another one. Give me a second here. I'll pick out a nice one. I like that one. I like that one. Here's what we're going to give away. I guess let me start the contest first. Let me start the contest first. Let me switch this up a little bit. Edit. Give you all 4 minutes. And you're going to get a message in chat that says a GAW has started, a giveaway. And it should be there by now. And now what you want to type in is exclamation GAW. Exclamation GAW. And that will enter you in the giveaway. You have to be 18 years of age or older, or 13 years of age or older with parental permission. This is what we're giving away. I've never found one of these during a dollar bill hunt. If I do, I'll probably fall on the floor. A silver certificate. Silver certificate printed in blue ink. Has a blue seal. Printed in 1957, A series. $1 in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. I never found someone that didn't like a silver certificate. I mean, that's not in great shape, but in this shape, these are selling for $7.99 on AppMex. And AppMex is the world's largest seller of coins and coin supplies, and we are partnered up with AppMex. Not a lot of difference on the reverse, other than the color on the back of the silver certificates is more vivid. It's just a little more vivid. So that's cool. We got one over there in my keeper stack. I don't know why I kept. I'll figure it out again. So that's what we're giving away. You have to type in exclamation GAW. Hello, Christy Munoz, Josh Eggleston, Hunter Otis. Exclamation GAW. It will only let you enter once. So if you don't know if you've entered or not, you can enter it again. And you can't mess anything up that way. Exclamation GAW. We've got 1 minute and 48 seconds left to enter. 1 minute and 48 seconds left to enter. And I do ask that you please be subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, you want to get into the contest, please subscribe, enter your exclamation GAW, and keep an eye out for our content. Daily short video on coin hunting, daily video on a live hunt of dollar bills or coins. Tonight's was dollar bills. Earlier today was half dollars. We did 2 today. Did one with my 13-year-old grandson earlier today. We always do that on Saturdays. In our Saturday stream, we use the big screen format. We give away prizes throughout the stream. We usually have a short auction following it. We were a little under the weather today, so we didn't do that. But that's what we usually do. How much time's left? 55 seconds. I will put the countdown on the screen so you can see it. So only 21 people entered. Only 21 people out of 50-some watching that want to enter want to win a silver certificate. Come on, I'm going to ship it to you for free. Worst case scenario, you could spend it $1. You shouldn't spend it as $1 because it's worth $8. But you can put that on the shelf, and you've got quite the conversational piece with that. There are 24 seconds to go. Exclamation raffle. I'm sorry. Exclamation GAW. Exclamation GAW. GAW standing for giveaway. Exclamation GAW all together. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. Anyone else going to get in? We're on 21. 10 seconds. Exclamation GAW. Hurry. Type quick. Type quick and accurately. Hurry. All right. Time is up. Good luck, everybody. The winner of the silver certificate is I'm Cold. You won again. I'm Cold has won again. But every time you win, you got to send me an email, I'm Cold, and claim your prize and give me your mailing address so I can ship it to you. And that way it doesn't end up over there on the island of unclaimed prizes. rises. Because that is a sad, sad place to be. Just terrible. We don't want anything over there. Alright, complete. We'll complete that. We'll go back to here. Alright, well, hey, that was a shorter version tonight, but I appreciate you joining me. We started very late on a Saturday night. I usually start much earlier than this. Although this stream is called the Coinsomniac stream, because I'm a coin hunter and I've got insomnia bad. I've got some colorized $2 bills, Joe, that I love. I've got a John Wayne, and I've got another one that people have sent me, and I absolutely love them. I absolutely love the colored $2 bills. They're beautiful. I'll be back doing this again tomorrow night is my plan. Sunday night around 10 p.m., 9:30, 10 p.m. We'll search another 500 $1 bills or a box of half dollars. You never know. And most nights you can find me here in the evening. For sure on Wednesday nights at 8. For sure on Friday afternoons. I think our high noon stream is moving on Fridays to 4 p.m. The noon stream just wasn't drawing as many people, but we will continue to do that. Our Saturday streams at 2 p.m. all time central, and then I'm doing it every day of the week right now, so you never know when I might be on. But thank you all so very, very much for your support. We appreciate the new subscribers. I'm sorry the CloudBot didn't recognize everyone that joined us tonight. Appreciate our long-term subscribers, our moderators. Moderators are in blue. Our members of our channel are in green. We appreciate all of you very much. Thanks for the likes. One last chance to punch that like button before you get out of here too. If you enjoyed the content tonight, make sure and give that thumbs up a little tickle. That helps me out. YouTube shows it to more people, and after this post, more people will come back and watch it. So it won't cost you a thing, but it helps me out tremendously. Hey, thank you all very much. Have a great evening. You'll see me again tomorrow night, because that's when I'll have more spare time. Good night all. God bless. Sleep well.